so much this.
Yeah, so your new album, Jailbreak, is coming out on September 29th through Napalm Records, which is an amazing label. Um,
Mhm.
so first of all, like I have to point out the album artwork. Like it from me, which not like I'm a fan, especially after hearing this, the big time. Um, it truly depicts the energy of like what I hear is like you're ripping off your own face because it's so intense.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, what was your initial reaction when you first saw the album artwork?
You know, I was totally surprised by the album artwork because me and Prika, we explained to the designer, which is Alcide Burns. It's from Brazil. And he have worked in the past again with Nervosa for several stuff. But this time we decided to give to him, you know, the artwork because we really trust on his designs. And to tell you the truth, we didn't have in mind exactly what we want. And we say, okay, let's just explain to him the whole theme of the album and what the lyrics are talking about. And let him, you know, do his part. Don't force him in any direction. Let him do totally his part as a designer. And after some days, he's sending the first design, and we were totally blown. We didn't expect this thing. You know, we did some only some adjustments here and there, but these were like details. But apart from that, he delivered the job like, you know, straight.
Yeah, it's amazing. So and then you released so the very first track on the album you also released as a single called Endless Ambition.
Mhm.
Like and gosh, that's just a heavy song as it is. I mean, all of them are heavy. It's crazy. What when you were creating like in the creation process, like with some of the riffs and everything, like what was going through your mind as they were coming to you, and what all were you feeling like
You
in the
know,
vibe of the riffs?
yeah, I'm glad that nothing of the things we did and the things we composed wasn't like forced. It kind of all came out pretty naturally from the first time, the first period that we started exchanging ideas with Prika. It was like a great connection. We were exchanging ideas and we both liked the stuff each other has composed. So, yeah, I think almost all the songs inside the album, it's a great mix of thrash metal, death metal, but also, you know, classic heavy metal. And I'm very happy with the result, and I'm very happy with the balance of everything inside the album and the compositions.
Yeah, and you also have some melodic moments too in the album, like with Seed of Death. Like there's some really melodic parts in there. Like
Yes.
what do you feel like when you are in the moment of playing those melodic riffs versus like the
I I was asked previously, like, which song you enjoy playing live on shows, and now I really enjoy playing Seed of Death, of course, because it's like a new single. It's totally fresh, and it's from the first time that we are performing it on stage. But there is also this moment that you talked about with the twin guitars playing the melodies, the solos, which is something I'm really, I have goosebumps, you know, every time we're playing this, because it's the first time doing with Prika what we have planned from the beginning, that we started, you know, thinking about the album and doing the first recordings. So it's like by the moment we are playing these melodies, it's totally a moment that I enjoy on being on stage and doing this.
so yeah, and you also so you start the album off with just like it literally rips your face off. And then you end the album with Nail in the Coffin, which is another heavy song. Like, how do you feel that Nail in the Coffin really, like, I guess, puts a nail in the coffin, like, as you listen to the album start to finish?
Yeah, like totally nail the coffin. It's like exactly what the title says. It's a powerful song, has also melodies. It's a fast song, and it's totally nailing the coffin for the album. It's really ending the album. And we were thinking about the sequence of the songs in the album, and we said like, okay, nail the coffin has to be the last one. It's from my favorite songs, I have to say, inside the album.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they're all amazing. Like, what were some of those moments within that song that you really like remember as the riffs and solos were coming to you?
As I remember, nailed the coffin and which else? I think one more song, Suffocate. I remember we have created the whole song, and the solos was the last thing that I composed from the album. I did it inside the studio when we were there to record, and it was a bit of a challenge, I have to say, because they have both songs. They have big solo parts, and they have the changings inside there. So it was a bit of a challenge. That's why when we finally got it, and when we finally get there and composed everything, that's why then I have these songs as like the most fresh and from my top favorite songs in my mind.
Awesome. Yeah. What was that first riff that you remember creating for this album? Like at the very beginning.
The very first riff, we did it together with Prika, and it was for Endless Ambition.
Okay.
Yes. So the very first riff was also the first single of the album to come out.
Nice. Yeah, I love the title of that too, because it's like it's powerful and it makes you feel like taking over the world.
Yeah.
Female thrash metal band is taking over the world. And you're very worldwide too, because you're based in Greece, and then like the band is based out of Brazil too, which is amazing.
Yeah. It's everywhere.
Yeah, it really shows like the connection that music has, especially heavy metal, because I mean, from one part of the world to the complete opposite side, it's amazing that connection.
Yeah, I think like heavy metal is talking the same language all over the world, no matter from where you're from, no matter what your mother language is. When it comes to heavy metal, there is a total connection to everybody.
There is. It's like there's been some bands that I've interviewed who don't speak any English whatsoever, but when you mention like Pantera, Metallica, it's like everybody knows everything. Like
Yes,
we all get it.
exactly. Yes.
Yeah. So when you were growing up, like what was that very first song that you were inspired to learn, and what is your most favorite riff from that song?
Oh, okay. I have to say that from the very first songs that I tried to learn and try to play was, of course, from the Scorpions, because it's my top favorite band. So, of course, when I picked up the guitar and starting, playing little by little, of course, Scorpion songs were like the first thing that I wanted to start playing on guitar. But I think later on, the most challenging thing was to learn to play Painkiller from Judas Priest, which is also another favorite band, and Painkiller is my favorite album and song. So it was a big challenge to get in there and at least try to be close to what they are playing.
Yeah, that Judas Priest are amazing. But what was when you went to your very first concert, and well, who was the band? And also like the moment you stepped into the venue, whether it be indoors or outdoors, like what is the first thing you remember from walking in?
Of course, again, my first ever concert was Scorpions in 2007 it was. And I went together with my older brother, of course, because I was like very, very young, like 13 years old, and my parents, didn't let me go by myself. So we both went in there. It was in a stadium. It was my first time, going to a stadium, going to a concert, going to see my favorite band. It was the first time doing everything. So I was just, sitting there and looking around, and it felt magic to me how so many thousand people, because we were talking about 45 or 50,000 people at that night in the stadium, it felt like magical to me how all these people have the same connection about music and have the same connection about the band, and what the band has achieved for after so many years of their career. They still have so many people attending to their concerts. This is like huge for me. It's huge. After so many years of career and after so many records, tours, like being at that age and also having this amount of people every night to your concert was, unbelievable to me.
Yeah, definitely. It's like going to a concert, it really puts you in that like the moment of it just you're just right there, and then like none of the bullshit matters. It's like you're one with the band, and
Yeah. It's very the feeling that you have at that point is very like pure. It's like you enjoying totally the music and the band playing live music in front of you.
yeah, it's amazing. I experienced that last night with your label mates, Alter Bridge and Seven Dust. They played in Fargo last night, and it's amazing show. So
Yeah,
I'm wired from that too right now.
amazing band. They are doing amazing shows. Yes.
Yeah, and Miles Kennedy, his vocal range, like it gives you such chills, and it kind of makes you want to cry too, because it's just so insane, so beautiful.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Was it when also like when you were first learning guitar and everything, like and creating your own music, like what kind of like I know it's like a magical feeling, like to create your own stuff. Like what do you remember most about like creating your very first riff or solo?
Mm, I think the very first song that I composed was in my first like school band that we had like 2 demo songs. But I remember when I came up with the first idea, the first riff of the song, it felt like it felt like all the doors to another world were opening. Because till then I was practicing, I was learning songs from other bands, from my favorite guitarists, but creating something on your own and then building on top of it is a whole total different thing. And this feeling that you had at that time, it's priceless. It's unique. Even if you try to to pass it to somewhere, I wrote this song, this riff, your enthusiasm and your love about it, it cannot be described with words.
Yeah, it's amazing like what music, how you can translate your feelings into music without words.
Yes, 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 yes. This is one magic thing that only music can do. Like
Definitely.
you don't have to talk a lot. You don't have to explain a lot. You're just composing something, and you have everything in there. Your feelings, your thoughts, everything is in there.
Yeah, have you ever created a riff or solo like in a random place that wasn't in your home or studio or anything? Just as like you were out somewhere with your guitar and like something just came to you?
Uh, Most of the times, when like inspiration strikes, or I am here at my home studio, like playing guitar and fooling around, and then there is some things coming here and there. Or the most of the times, I have to say that go for a run or go for a walk somewhere outside, and there is an idea or a melody coming in my mind, and I'm instantly taking my cell phone and recording, this idea, like singing this idea, and then I run home to start working on it and turn it into a song.
What was a song that you just were so excited that you just could not wait to get back home to like start playing around with it and record it?
Hmm.
For the Jailbreak album.
From the Jailbreak album. From the Jailbreak album, maybe it was a song Jailbreak. Yes, yes, yes. Because it has a lot of different riffs in there, and some of them, we had the main idea, but some of them came more late, more afterwards. So yeah, I had this main idea in my mind, and I don't remember where I was. That something else hit me, and I said, "Okay, I have to go home and work on it now." Of course, I recorded again in my cell phone, but I felt the need to go immediately home and record everything in a proper way.
Nice. Yeah. And that is another amazing song too.
It's also from my favorites from the
Yeah,
album.
yeah, the album is just it's mind blowing. So everybody watching or listening, like September 29th through Napalm Records, go buy Nervosa's Jailbreak. Yeah. Well, those are all of my questions that I have. Would you like to say anything else about Jailbreak?
Just stay tuned because tomorrow actually is dropping the new single, the Jailbreak, together with a new video clip that we cannot wait to show to the people. It's the most fun and the most special and enjoyable video clip we ever done. We totally had a lot of fun filming this. And of course, keep an eye open for 29th of September. That is the official release of the album.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Helena, for this amazing interview. I hope to see you come to Fargo and play a show sometime when you come to the United States.
Absolutely. I would love to come in there anytime soon. We would
Yeah,
love that.
yes, we need more female metal bands out here.
Yeah.
We really do. It's okay, it's getting a bit crazy. I mean, you look at festival lineups from all over the world, it's like, wait a minute, there's more female musicians than this. Come on now.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. These are good news that female musicians are getting more and more inside
Yes,
the music business. So this is a great thing.
yes, finally. And you know what? Nervosa is inspiring a ton of young female musicians right now. So thank you for that. we we need more.
Yes, you will have more. Yes, we
Yes,
promise.
yes, women can rage just as hard as men, if not harder.
Totally. Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much again for this amazing interview.
Thank you so much.
You have a wonderful rest of the day, evening,
Evening.
evening.
Yes.
Yeah, it's morning in Fargo, so
Yeah, different, the time difference. Yes.
yeah. Well, thank you so much again.
Thank you again. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.